Hey, you guys. Hey there. It's Course Builder here. And listen, I wanted to come in on this Teach Me Tuesday, right? And teach you guys a little bit of something about how to get better engagement on your live videos. Listen, I know it can be a little bit intimidating, right? Going live and just pressing that go live button, especially if you're new and you're new in the group. But listen, we are course changers. We are out there. Our mission is to change the course of life for someone who's privately praying that we will show up, that we will come on live, show up in their news feed, show up in their notifications. Hey there. Not sure who that. Hey, D. Lynn, nice to see you, babe. Nice to see you. It's early in the morning there. I know it's if you're on the East Coast. Good morning, Sherelle. Sherelle, nice to see you, baby. It is probably 7 o'clock in the morning if you're on East Coast time. It's already the afternoon here. We've already had breakfast and we haven't had lunch yet, but it's already midday here in Spain. But listen, I wanted to come in because I'm so excited. I love Teach Me Tuesdays because I get a chance to see you guys come in and teach us something that you know that is going to change the life of someone who is privately praying that you, that's right, you will come on their news feed or in their notification saying that you have gone live, right? Nice to see you. I'm a Kalani. I hope I said your name right, baby. Thank you so much for coming in, right? So before I get into the three things, right, they're going to help you get better engagement, I want to say this, right? Because so many of us who have so much to offer, so much to share, I talk to so many of you a lot. And I wonder, and I've even asked you all, why is it that you're not out there? How come you're not teaching people what you know? Why aren't you out there yet, right? And people most often say to me, they'll say things like, oh, Kat, well, I'm nervous about going live. Hey, Tisha, nice to see you, love. I'm nervous about going live. I'm nervous about, getting out there. What if people don't accept me? What if people don't, it's 1 p.m. in South, oh, we're on the same time zone. Awesome. Well, I'm not too far from Africa anyway, so that makes sense. So, people will say, Kat, I don't know if people want what I have to offer. I don't know if people are, basically what it comes down to is wondering if people are going to accept you. And someone who's close to me said to me once that I didn't really have the right to deny people the opportunity to learn from me. And you know what? I really hadn't thought about it that way before. I really hadn't seen it as me potentially denying someone else the opportunity to change their life. And once I started shifting my mindset and thinking about all of the people who were waiting for someone like me to come along, then it became easier to step out of myself and say, you know what? What's more important? What is it more important that, that I don't want to do this? Or is it more important to help change the course of life for someone who I know I can help? And I want to share that with some of you all, because some of you all you talk yourself out of your dream every day. Every day you wake up and you talk yourself out of it. Every day you wake up and you say, good morning, sweetheart. Good morning, Andrea. Good morning, Tina. Every day we find ways to talk ourselves out of our dream, out of our vision, to say, why me? Why, is this really possible for me? Everybody else is doing it. Someone else is doing it. But can I really do that? Is anybody really going to buy from me in any kind of significant way? Does anybody want to learn from me in any kind of significant way? And in the quietness and the still of dark, sometimes it's early morning, like maybe it's early morning where you live. Maybe it happens late at night for you. Maybe it happens during the day when you're on your job. Maybe it happens every payday. I don't know when it happens for you, but there comes a time when we just get so freaking distracted by everything and anything. Janita says, yep, I get distracted by what I need in the short term versus building for greater later. Yeah, and it's easy to do, Janita. I mean, when I tell you that if you think about there are so many things that you can be distracted by. So many things. I mean, you can wake up, you can fall out of bed and be distracted by something. There's always going to be something to get you off course. There's always going to be something else you could be doing. There's always going to be, somewhere else you can be, something else you can do. I mean, it's never ending. Never ending. And it was the same for me, and it's the same for everybody else who has built a community and who has decided to teach what they know to the world. Okay, everybody goes through what you're going through. I don't want you to think that you are different in the sense that you have so much going on. Everybody has a lot going on. Everybody has so much going on. I mean, you're the only one who, no, you're not. So what's the difference? What's the difference between Kat the Course Builder and D-Lynn? What's the difference between Kat and Janita? What's the difference between Kat and Tina, Kat and Andrea? What is the difference? The only difference, when I tell you the only difference is that during those times that I had opportunities to get distracted. During those times that I could have said, you know what, I don't have to do this. I don't want to be bought. I mean, like, I'm going live. Nobody's listening. I'm getting the crickets. Believe it or not, I get crickets. I've gotten crickets. I know what that feels like. I know what it feels like to wonder if people are going to buy your stuff and if anybody cares, and, everybody else is, there's so many other people doing this. And I think about, what was the difference? What sort of got me over that hump, over that thing that was threatening to take my life and my vision and my freedom from me, And I think that it was a combination of things for me. One is that I think I just have a dogged fight in me anyway. I just got a fight in me. The problem is that you all have fight in you too, but you're fighting the wrong thing. You're fighting against yourself. You're fighting against yourself. You got to take that fight, that energy that you have, that tenacity, that I might even say anger, frustration, and you have to refocus it. Stop focusing on them people at work. Who cares? Who cares? Stop putting so much energy into what Sally, Jim, and Janie are doing. Who cares? You need to be working a full-time job with a part-time brain. You hear me? Full-time job with a part-time brain so that you can get the heck out of there. It's not about, you waking up every day saying, hip, hip, hooray, I know I can do this. I know I can do this. Sometimes you don't feel that way. But if you go by what you feel, you'll never do it. When I say you'll never do it, go by feelings and it'll never happen. Y'all don't understand what I'm saying? You got to almost be on autopilot. You got to almost have tunnel vision. Tunnel vision. Not just vision, but tunnel vision. You got to be defensive about your energy. Let me tell y'all something. Can we talk honestly this morning? Well, it's morning for you guys. Can we talk honestly? You guys, we are not getting any younger. Nobody's getting younger. You think you're going to have the same energy next year that you have now? You're not. Every year it kind of goes down a little. You think you're going to have the same willpower or energy or tenacity? Not necessarily. Life has a way of shaving those things off little by little sometimes. We are not all going to have the opportunity that we have now next year. So while you're saying, well, maybe next year, maybe next time, maybe next month, maybe next this, maybe next that, none of that is promised. None of it. But if we're blessed and if we're mindful, we can move forward as if none of that matters. You guys, almost 3 years ago now, it hasn't even been 3 years. I keep saying 3 years. It hasn't even been 3 years. Almost 3 years ago, I brought my business online. Almost 3 years ago. It's been less than 3 years. And in less than 3 years, I have completely, y'all remember me from way back in the day. Some of y'all have been following me for a long time. And I bring this up, and I keep bringing this up because even I am a little amazed still. 3 years ago, I could not even wrap my mind around having the time to spend the summer in Europe, let alone the money. I couldn't imagine having the time. And at this stage in my life, time is more important to me than anything. Time. So I say that to say, when you're given the opportunity to share what you know with people who need you, you don't have the right to deny them. Do not talk yourself out of your life. I am here as a testimony. I come on live to share with you, to show you that when I say our mission is to teach 1 million people, I mean it. I mean it. It's not just something to say. Somebody is waiting to be free. And you are the key to doing that. You are the key to unlocking that. So how dare you deny them? How dare you deny yourself? Because of what? Nobody's smarter than you. Nobody's better than you. Nobody. It really. The only difference is, will you make the decision? It's up to you. It's up to you. I'm not going to tell you it's going to be easy. I'm not going to say you won't trip, you won't stumble, you won't have to get up and dust yourself off and learn. That's part of it. And it's okay. Okay? It's part of it. If I hadn't come across coaches who just like took my money and didn't teach me anything, it wouldn't have made me a better coach. It wouldn't have made me better. So I thank them for it. I thank them for trying. I thank them for inspiring me. You're welcome, baby. Oh, I love you. I thank them. I'm not angry. I thank them. So, if you're wondering how to get people, y'all have to excuse the noise out here. It's a beautiful breeze. We're right off the ocean, so it is beautiful, but there are always people walking by. Hold on one second. Just a minute.